Welcome to a new story, as they call it.
Sorry, I was stretching. What's up?
No, I said welcome to a new story.
Ow! What new story?
Until dawn, new story, status and collectibles, bonus content, settings. It's right there.
Okay. So, we can start and say here and just be like, hello, welcome to a new settings where you can adjust your game settings. Use the left stick to navigate and X to select.
That's kind of rad.
Because this is a Until Dawn Let's settings, correct?
Let's settings.
we
Remember
could,
when the butterfly effect was such a big, trend in
it
video
goes,
games?
oh yeah, it goes in and out of fashion all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was huge when Ashton Kutcher did the movie on it, too.
Mm-hmm. Can dramatically change the future.
Have you ever played Life is Strange?
Um, Not personally, but I watched Jack and play it.
Okay, because it's just another like really really big butterfly
Mm-hmm. I think
effect.
a lot of those butterfly effect games are make your own choice shit.
Yeah. When in reality, I mean, it is your own choices, but it's just like select scenes that change.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like at least that's how Until Dawn feels like to me upon like retrospection.
Yeah, 'cause there's only so much repetition before. I mean, it's definitely nice that you end up able to play it for more hours than the original. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause how
Yeah.
much was it originally? $50
For what?
for this game? Was it 50 or 60?
It might have even been 40. I
'Cause
remember like
see,
I bought this the day it came out because as you know, and the I don't our our friend viewers. We don't have a name for y'all yet,
no,
but
we don't.
I love horror, like anything and everything to do with horror. Can I get subtitles on this, please?
Oh, Beth.
I cannot turn on subtitles right now.
I will say Beth is such a powerful character for how little she's actually in the game.
Gail in the back. I think her name's Ashley. Her. She's my favorite.
I, her?
Yeah,
That's Sam.
Sam. I haven't played this game since it came out. I'm sorry.
I know. As soon as you said Ashley is your favorite, I had this grotesque, just immediate angry reaction, and I had to make sure that you didn't mean Sam. Because those two under there, I loathe the most. And Ashley gets on my nerves, but I don't wish her death, if that makes sense.
She just like straight up pressed that fire against the wood.
Did she?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh my gosh, yes, and there he is. There he is, my boy, even though he's a villain. Listen, I love Rami Malek. He is such a good
I
actor.
I have such mixed feelings about. Okay, can I have subtitles now? Subtitle. Subtitles should like automatically be enabled all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I have such mixed feelings about Josh in this game. But then again, like I said,
Like,
I haven't played this in
mm-hmm.
what 6 years, 5 years.
Oh my god, has it really been that long? Look how good it looks. Jesus. But I also have a bias because game theory talked about how his story, if you pay attention to it, you'll realize he was wrongly diagnosed and he was given the wrong meds. And some of the symptoms on those meds, which are very real meds that are prescribed to people, I guess, suggest some of the stuff we see him go through in the game.
That's super. Really?
Mm-hmm. Like, so he's obviously, well, I can't remember exactly what they said. They either said they thought he had um depression. No. It was either he had depression and they gave him schizophrenia pills, or he has schizophrenia and they gave him depression pills, or it could even be psychosis. I can't remember. But if you collect all the bits of his story and like read through the documents and stuff about him, yeah, no, it's intense what happens. Because like survivor's guilt is a very real thing,
Oh
and that
yeah.
can fuck someone up. And I imagine Josh just like he lost both of his sisters because he was asleep drunk while these assholes took advantage of his sister, you know?
Hmm. I mean, how much do we want to say about what happens later in case someone hasn't seen this before?
I'll try to stay as vague as possible. Just because I feel like that's such a good conversation to have, is survivor's guilt.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, the first time I watched this game, like, Rami Malek did a great performance. Like, you hate Josh. He makes you uncomfortable from the get-go, the minute he opens his mouth, and you can tell something's up with him, and it's so subtle, though. Like, it's, like, in the, like, I can't remember what it's called, like, minuscule, is that the word? Like, in the smallest expressions on his face, you know? You just can
Yeah.
tell. But like Josh as a character, I hated him. And I think and you're supposed to, obviously, because he's the bad guy. He's one of the reasons, people can get hurt or whatever. Um and like I mean, he was negligent. He should have been watching over um his sisters, making sure they were okay or whatever. That's the big brother duty or whatever, I guess. Um but like also after, the whole game theory video, I have a whole new perspective on him. Like now I feel bad for him because like I didn't even picture his side of the story. Like, damn, how much guilt he must feel for that.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's like it's whether the actions are understandable, not like whether they are correct or not. Like if you can understand what led someone who could have been or was a good person to committing these terrible acts.
Mm-hmm. Like what made them snap?
Yeah, what is it that led them to that point? What happened to them?
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes is much later in the game, and I won't get into detail now. But it's so cool, and it really highlights Josh's state of mind um, in the game. And I don't think we'll get the complete ending this round, but we might. I hope so. That'd be nice.
I don't know. Like I said, I played this once or twice when it first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't touched it since then. And while I remember like most of like the major story beats, I don't remember like, all the correct decisions, so to say.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much about, well, I guess part of it's decisions, but also in terms of like a later character's actions, right? You have to collect a certain amount of information and
Yes.
all that. Um, Again, trying to stay as vague as possible because we are just at the beginning. And I don't want to give away too much. Oh, I love this aspect of it so much.
Something
The
else
totems.
we had decided is that we were each gonna essentially
Look over.
yes,
We need that. Press R2.
I am.
But flip it over. You have
Uh,
to use the
oh, I have to
thing.
use the control stick.
Yeah. To flip it over. Yes. Come on, we need that. Okay.
I was trying to get it. Like I wasn't the joking. I wasn't joking around. I was genuinely struggling for some reason.
I'm not in the room with you, okay? I don't know anymore.
You now have.
You pull that shit with me all the time.
You now have first-hand knowledge that things just don't work for me sometimes for no reason. In that instance, my control stick did not want to turn it over.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
The story is so well written in this game. Like, I remember when it first came out, everyone was just in awe. Like, just jaws drop. And like, I watched like 4 different, like, YouTubers play through this, like, 4 different times to get different endings. And like, so cool. And this is one of the few games that has my favorite supernatural creature in it.
Uh, yep.
Not yet. No, 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 no. We gotta keep
Oh,
it. We
no,
gotta keep
no,
it on the
no.
down low. Yeah,
What
like this.
supernatural creatures?
Yeah, what? It's all science.
Hmm. And not the fiction,
Right.
except for the story itself. Like it's like science and fiction, but separate words, not one descriptor.
Right. Like this game was a game changer, I think. Like there were a lot of games that followed in its footsteps. Like was it the first of its kind? No. But it was so clean and like it does so well with stereotyping while keeping it fresh. You know, like you can recognize it, but it twists and turns and so good. And it's motion capture, like really good motion capture. Oh, I could gush about this game.
Bye, Hannah.
What is wrong with you? Oh yeah. Wow.
I don't know. Look,
Wow, you deserve this.
look,
Like hands down.
look. They're both gonna die either way. There was
But you could
nothing.
have been.
There was nothing I could have done.
Oh, I love. Okay, real quick, because I know at some point we're gonna bitch about it again. But man, I'm a damn.
Oh my god.
This part right here, like you know the narrator from Animadan?
Yes.
They were trying to replicate
Locate
this,
yeah.
but like opposite, rather than seeing it from a psychological perspective, right? A logical, quote unquote, perspective. It's a supernatural one. He stays mysterious. He has metal music when he enters the room. And that's cool for half a second. And then it's annoying. Because he serves no purpose other than to cut in between scenes. You know what I mean? That's the only purpose he serves. Versus him,
like he has a significant narrative.
he sets tone. He sets narrative. He plays a role in what happens in the game, right? Like decisions you make with him actually affect your game versus the other guy who just hints at what you just did. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. It's not the same. And like, I haven't played Man of Medan myself, but after watching a couple YouTubers play it, it just seems so boring. And I hate the characters. Like, I don't relate to them at all. And none of them are good people at all. Well, except the little brother. The little brother's okay. He's just trying to fit in. But,
yeah,
like, he's probably the only one that's actually a good character. Ooh. Are we gonna both answer this?
I don't know. I got kind of lost in your Man of Medan rant.
Sorry. How does this picture make you feel? Does it make you happy or does it make you feel easy? It honestly, personally, it makes me happy because it reminds me of my family because I have a family, I have a couple members of my family that live on farms or out in the middle of nowhere. So it reminds me of family, which makes me happy. What about you?
I honestly I'm like completely neutral to it. And that sounds like a very easy answer, but like I genuinely have no I don't really have much of a connection to farms except that I did tasking for a very long time. But like it doesn't have any sort of like distinct emotion for me. That makes sense?
And like, yeah, and like the cornfields too, now that I think about it, you know, Iowa, which is where I was raised for quite a while, like that's full of cornfields. And so it reminds me of like childhood, home, the good days, you know? So it makes me happy personally.
I think I've just had so much corn in my life because of where I'm so neutral to it.
Mhm.
Just very like, cool, more corn, whatever, I
Mhm.
guess.
See, this is the fun part. I like this part of the game a lot.
So what made you happy? Out of either of those, it would be peaceful for me.
Oh yeah, that looks like a peaceful location. I totally agree.
Like last night I was at work and I was just, it was so calm and peaceful and quiet and I loved it.
Really? I would think
Oh,
third shift would be the busiest.
no, it's not open.
So wait, what did he ask?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yes.
When in doubt, just agree.
Oh no, he did not look happy.
Ooh, you gotta get
What if
over
I
it, boy.
told you that this cottage was haunted? Sign me the fuck up.
You wouldn't care?
I wouldn't care. What about you?
I don't fuck with the occult.
Like, I wouldn't interact with them, obviously, but I'd be like, yeah, I'll have some ghostly neighbors for a year or two.
No,
Like,
no,
why not?
the house you're moving into is haunted.
Yeah, I know.
You're cool with it?
Yeah, I'm down. Like, the
Alright.
thing is, I have a strong belief that, if you believe, that gives them power. So, like, if you believe that spirit that's been, like, harassing you or whatever is actually there and, like, harassing you and means ill will, you are giving it that power.
Right.
Right? Because now you are believing it and you are seeing it, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's weird, and I have looked online to see if other people thought that way, and I know there's a community of people who think that way, but it's not that big like I originally thought. Most
Okay.
people are either in the books of ghosts are real, they're always real 24/7, or ghosts aren't real, science is real, la la la. And I'm kind of like, hey, if you believe it's there, it's gonna be there. And that's why you see, like, the ones who don't believe, like,
Well, I mean,
don't see anything, and the ones who do believe see.
even that could be like your explanation could be backed up like scientifically or
Mm-hmm.
psychologically. Because when you're looking for a solution to something, you'll find the answers you're looking for naturally.
Oh my gosh. I can't hear it right now, but this song is a fucking jam. I listen to this in my free time.
No,
It's so beautiful.
I also cannot hear it.
Love it.
It's a great experience we're having right now.
Oh yeah. Like, and the visuals are so good. Like, Man and Medan is such a letdown.
Well, I think they had the backing of with Sony on this, because this was
Did
like
they not have Sony for Medan?
it was. I believe Medan was multi-plat. I think it was Xbox One and PS4.
Oh, and Sony's only PS4?
Yeah, I believe this is still a PS4 exclusive.
Let me check. Because, like, I thought it was on Xbox. I
And
could be wrong.
I know Until Dawn's not on Xbox. It might be on PC, but
Today is the one-year anniversary of the
Pretty
dreadful
sure.
tragedy that took place on Mount Washington. Annie Klein was in charge of the investigation.
Yeah, PlayStation 4.
Update
Yep.
on Hannah and Beth Washington, the twins who are still.
Wait, is it not on,
Girls left the safety of their parents' lodge and headed out
uh,
in the snowstorm.
computer?
Not officially,
PC?
no.
Nope.
There is one individual we're considering.
So it sounds
that
like-
sucks.
Whereabouts are currently unknown. He has an interesting history with
So yeah,
But,
Man Medan is.
Yeah. Gross. They also came out with Until Dawn Rush of Blood, too.
I have that as well. That is a real stomach churner for VR.
Yeah, I think, again, GT Live played it? No, they didn't. No, this is not the game that I thought it was. This is something else, because I see the mask that we see later in this game. Yeah!
Hi, buddy. How you doing, friend?
Like, look at the detail. 5 years, 6 years, wait, I have the game, like, up right now. How many years ago did it come out? Came out in 2015, so 5 years ago. Look how, like, there's wrinkles in his forehead. You know what? You'd be surprised how many games don't put in that much detail. Like, they'll put in the pores, but there's, like, not like, yeah, she's got the nasal lines. He's got bags under his eyes. Like, Jesus. So beautiful.
Well, I mean, this game is all about its characters, so it makes sense they've poured so much detail into their characters.
Yo, have you seen that Queen movie that Rami Malek is in?
No, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes, Bohemian Rhapsody. That's the one.
No, I've been meaning to watch that, but, you know me with movies, I don't.
He is so good. Rami Malek does such a good job.
I watched 2 terrible Netflix movies the other night.
Oh?
Yeah.
Are you gonna let me know what they are?
Do you want me to?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, how about I let you know. Wait, no. Okay. I let you know next time. So, like, 5 minutes for you.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.